Tarps Off Sports.
All right, guys, welcome to another edition of Tarps Off MMA. I'm your host, Chris Mancuso, joined as always by Jack Gotzel. Jack, some big news coming out of ESPN. I'm Canadian. Everyone in MMA knows him, but he's huge here in Canada too. Ariel Helwani of ESPN. He does a ton of work for ESPN. As you know, he has his show. He does Ariel in DC. He does Ariel in The Bad Guy. Ariel makes just under $500,000 a year on his ESPN contract. His contract is up this summer in June, and it sounds like Ariel Helwani wants the bag. I think he sees what a guy like Joe Rogan has done in his own little Spotify deal and is thinking, if I sell my own advertising, I can be Ariel Helwani, the network. Now, whether you like Ariel Helwani or you think Ariel Helwani's a rat or a weasel is completely up to you. I know people that think both, but he's a content and views monster in MMA. And it would be interesting to see what would become of those shows. What would become of Ariel in DC or Ariel in The Bad Guy? Like, are those not just people that is Ariel someone that ESPN would just replace?
I mean, I think he is a little bit replaceable because you do have those personalities like DC and Chael Sonnen. But to be honest, I used to never miss an episode of the MMA Hour, and I've actually kind of stopped watching Ariel Helwani as much since he moved over to ESPN. So I think he can totally make it on his own. I think the MMA Hour was a better product than either Ariel and The Bad Guy or DC and Ariel. I mean, I think Ariel can definitely make it on his own. He might even be able to make more money. So if they don't give him the bag, he should get out of there.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, guy's already making $500,000 a year, but we're just living in the age where everything's going digital. You see the content, even streaming services are all going to online. It's like, I see where Ariel's looking at, like I said earlier, the Joe Rogans and everything and thinking I can do that and I can just get a fighter here and we can get the sponsors and pay them. And maybe he ends up paying DC more. Like, anything's possible in the internet, man. The internet is a majestic place. It's a weird place, but Ariel Helwani on the outset ESPN, quite possibly. It would be balls to see him just stuck in one promotion, though. I've heard Showtime has been sniffing around a little bit. They have the deal with Bellator. I mean,
yeah, and on the other hand, that would be a great move for Bellator, though. Unbelievable business move for Bellator if they could get it done.
Huge. That's what I mean. He has options. They're saying Dan Le Batard is even looking at it. I don't think
he's got his own network there that they're starting up. I think it's mostly written content, but I mean, if you get Ariel Helwani, I mean, Dan Le Batard used to have his own show. I thought it was horrible, but it seemed to be very successful. So, I mean, you never know.
No, you never know, man. You never know where these things are going to go, and you don't know what's going to happen. But it's sounding like Ariel Helwani and ESPN are so far apart that the negotiations now in April here are considered like these are the last stages. If they really don't get something or a breakthrough here, it's going to be walk away time. It'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm sure Dana White's just praying he gets sent over to Bellator, never to see him again. We all know he's called him a weasel, a rat. He made him cry. He pulled his credentials, banned him from UFC for life.
Well, do you think
then unbanned him?
Do you think maybe the MMA community forms another union like they did to get Ariel his credentials back to keep him at ESPN? You think there's another union coming in? It seems like every time Ariel Helwani gets picked on in MMA, the MMA journalists decide to unionize.
Yeah. Everybody comes to back Ariel. I mean, hey, I don't know enough about the guy really to comment one way or the other, but it is funny. It was funny after what he said about Gina Carano. Dana White was not happy about that. Hi guys, it's Ariel here to talk about what Gina Carano said from The Mandalorian. Whatever happens with Ariel, best of luck, motherfucker. Speaking of motherfuckers, you motherfuckers, today's episode was powered by Manscaped, manscaped.com or ca.manscaped.com. Promo code TARPS off will get you 20% and free shipping. The Lawnmower 3.0. This baby right here is the number one ball trimmer in the game. It's got the light You go to all the deep and dark places. It's amazing, and it's trusted by over 2 million men in North America alone. So that's manscaped.com or ca.manscaped.com. If you're a boot that life in Canada and you hit promo code Tarps off to get 20% off and free shipping. That's promo code Tarps off for 20% off and free shipping. We'll catch you guys.